Hi everyone, today we are looking at a question from fractions, and this is a question that appeared in PSLE. Now, as you can see over here, it says that Mrs. Wu spent 1/6 of her money on a dress and 2 blouses. So what we want to do is we want to quickly draw a model. We want to show 6 units, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and we are going to shape 1 unit over here, and this 1 unit is actually for 1 dress and 2 blouses. Okay, so this is the first thing that you want to do. Now in sentence number 2, it says that the dress costs 3 times as much as each blouse. So when I see something like that, I will want to annotate at the side to say that 1 dress is actually equals to the cost of 3 blouses. So the meaning of that is that the dress is definitely more expensive than the blouse. Once you're done with this, you're going to move on to sentence number 3. It says that Mrs. Wu spent 3/4 of her remaining money on a watch. So when I look at what is remained, I realize that I'm not able to split it equally into 4 parts. So what I want to do is I want to drop it down. So when I drop it down, I know that this is a type order. Okay, so we write down that this is type B. All right, a type B model basically talks about units and parts. So these are all what we call units, and then over here, parts. Okay, and I teach my students, I tell them, right, that you always have to move up. Okay, so that is the hint, right? Because units and parts, as you can see from the first letter of each word, it spells up. So your job as a student is to always move up. You will understand in the next few minutes. Now, so what you want to do is you want to split it up into equal 4 parts, and you want to shade the first 3 parts. And you want to say that these 3 parts are actually for watch. Okay, so once you're done with this, you want to move on to sentence number 4. All right, in sentence number 4 says that she spent $220.50 more on the watch than on the dress. So I know that that is something a little confusing, right? Okay, so what we want to do is, of course, we just want to show, okay, that for a watch itself, it is $220.50. So 220.50 more than the dress. And as you can see over here in this question, Mrs. Wu bought a dress. A dress means 1 dress. Okay, so 1 dress over here. So we just write 1 over here. Once I'm done with that, I realized that confusing part about this question is that there are 3 subjects. The first one, dress, blouses, and watch. All right, for a typical type B question, usually they will only give you 2 subjects, and you will just have to make it all into 1 subject. But over here, there are 3 subjects. So you don't know if you're supposed to make everything into dress or everything into blouses or everything into watch. So here's what you can do. All right, the first thing I want to do is this. Since I know that 1 dress is equals to 3 blouses, I can write at the side over here that this 1 unit is actually equals to 3 blouses and 2 blouses, and that gives me 5 blouses in total. Okay, so this is the total. Maybe you know what? I can just put that this is 5 blouses. Okay, so if I know that 1 unit is actually equals to 5 blouses, what I can do next is I can actually say that 1 unit is equals to 5 blouses, and I know that from here all the way to here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So 5 units is actually equals to 25 blouses. If you're wondering how did I get to 25, I simply times 5 over here. When I do something to my left, I must do something to my right. So I know that this is 25 blouses. So what you want to do next is this, right? Because I have converted all into blouses, what I am going to do now is I'm going to convert my dress to blouses as well. 1 dress is actually equals to how many blouses? It is actually equals to 3 blouses. So we are going to put 3 blouses over here. So instead of treating it as dresses, we are going to see it as blouses. So if I know that there are 3 blouses over here, when I mirror image up, I will also get 3 blouses for my watch. So what does this tell you? It tells you that 1 watch is actually equals to 3 blouses plus $220.50. So since we know this, we are going to write down that this is actually equals to 3 blouses plus $220.50. $1,000.50. So from here itself, right, what you can see is this, okay? You can see that 3 parts. Okay, I'm going to continue from here. 3 parts is actually equals to 3 blouses plus $220.50. So I can actually find out this one over here, which is 1 part. So 1 part is equals to 1 blouse plus $73.50. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to quickly write down that this is actually equals to 1 blouse plus $73.50. Okay, now the next thing you want to do, remember just now in the earlier part of this video, I say that the first letter of each word spells up. All right, so you must always remember to move upwards. Okay, so since you know, or in fact you have found out all of this, you can actually find out this as well. So what I can say is this, right? I can say that 25 blouses, okay, so I'm going to continue from here. I can say that 25 blouses is actually equals to 3 blouses plus $220.50 plus 1 blouse plus $73.50. Okay, so that's the first thing that I can do. So I write down 3B plus $220.50 plus 1 blouse plus $73.50. Okay, so this is the first thing that I can do. And when I do that, what I want to do is I want to make sure that the same family sit together. So 3 blouse and 1 blouse is together. That becomes 4 blouse. And when I do $220.50 plus $73.50, I get to an answer of $294. So when I see this, of course, you know, all of you should know by now, right, that this $294 has to be 21 blouse. Okay, how do I get 21 blouse? I did 25 blouse minus away 4 blouse, right? Because 4 blouse plus how many blouses is equals to 25 blouses? You know, it's 4 plus 21. So we can confidently say that 21 blouses equals to 294. Okay, what I want to do is I want to quickly find out the price of 1 blouse. And I know that that is actually equals to $14. Okay, so once I'm done with this, what I can do is, since I know 21 blouse is equals to $14, I can find out the cost of 25 blouses. So a lot of you are like, hey, but how do you know which figure to look at? My encouragement to you is to always look up. Okay, so to always, whatever that you have done in parts, right, your job next is to find out the value in the units and quickly move on. And most of the time, they will want you to find the total. So the total is basically whatever units that you have drawn here. All right, whatever units that you have drawn here. So 1 blouse is equals to $14. So we are going to find 25 blouses. And when I do 25 blouses, I will get to an answer of $350. So what I can say is that this is $350. Okay, so once you're done with this, right, since I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can change it to 5 units is equals to $350. Do you remember just now, in just a few seconds ago, I said, right, your job is to always find out whatever there is over here in the total. So that is the reason why I want to find 5 units, because once I'm done with 5 units, I can find my 1 unit, and I know that that is equals to $70, and then I can find my total amount. Okay, in fact, that is 6 units, and 6 units gives me $420. Okay, and as you can see over here, this is actually your answer for B. All right, so I have in fact skipped A, right? So it's okay. Let me go back to A. So I'm going to continue with A from here. They want us to find the fraction of Mrs. Wu money was spent on each blouse. Okay, so A for A itself, right? The fractions should look something like this. The blouse over the total money. Okay, so the blouse over the total money. So let's ask ourselves, how much did Mrs. Wu spend on each blouse? So since we want to find blouse, what we can do is we can see that 1 blouse is actually equals to $14. Okay, so that is the reason why I want to make sure I write down everything nicely so that I'm able to refer back. right? And you do not refer back to the sentences. The sentences will not give you the clarity that you need. It is your processes that will give you all of the clarity that you need. So you need to always go back to the processes. Okay, whatever that you have noted down, whatever that you have expressed, or whatever that you have penned down, these are the ones that will help you to answer the question, not the sentence itself, because the sentences, they are just words. You get what I'm trying to say? So once you are done with blouse, what you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself, what is the total? We know that the total, as you can see over here, all right, in fact, this is my answer for B, right? Is actually $420. So when you do $14 divided by $420, what happens? All right, you will get to a fraction of 1/30. All right. So if you're wondering why is it that my dollar signs are not there anymore, because you are dividing. So when you divide, you cancel away the dollar sign. And that is the reason why your answer for A has to be 1/30 and your answer for B is $420, as you can see over here and here. All right. So that's all I have for you. And I'll see you the next time. Bye.